Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par, and now I'm gonna be playing Seablock. Let's see. Why did we stop yesterday? I need to take a look at the spreadsheet. Actually, it wasn't yesterday, it was 2 days ago. And right, we were planning chrome and tungsten and we want to place them there, like here. However, we are having problems with Cratinium. And I'm honestly not quite sure how we could fix those. I'm not sure how we could fix those. Let's take a look at the amount of gardens that we have. We have a lot of gardens, again. With lots of gardens, we might want to do something about that. Let's process the gardens. And we are also producing a lot of lots and lots of science. That's good. Let's figure out what do you want to do today. I really want to fix this issue that we have with copper. However, I can't really do that. So we don't have Cratinium, we can't do anything with this block. And this block, it prioritizes loading the plates as it should, right? This should prioritize, like we wanted to prioritize the plates. The problem is that by prioritizing the plates, we do not leave anything at all to go to the circuits here. Okay, the actual problem is not even that, because the consumption should balance itself out to some extent. The problem is really the Cratinium. Let's maybe take a look and try to understand what's going on. So we are producing something here. Do we have a lot of mineral sludge? We have quite a lot of the sludge here. Interesting. So what if I try and upgrade the sludge? So this thing is upgrading crystallizers 1 to crystallizers 3, and we can also upgrade crystallizers 2 to crystallizers. Oh wait, it's the other way around. It's 1 to 2, 1 upgrading to 2. We want to apply this everywhere, I think. Right? What is it? It's this one. I feel like we want all our crystallizers to be like but ones. Here we don't have crystallizers. At least those. And here we also don't have crystallizers 1. Okay, nice. So now let's try to upgrade crystallizers 2 into crystallizers 3. Let's try to do this thing. And we'll start with this part. Actually, we'll do it for everything here. We just asked our robots to produce a lot of crystallizers. What are they? What are we producing them? Okay, it doesn't matter where we're producing them, I just want to see the costs. What does it cost to produce them? It costs processing units. We basically spent now 1,000 of processing units. How many do we have? We basically have none. Was it worth it? I'm not sure. I am honestly not sure whether that was worth it. Maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Radar 2. Which radar are we using here? I don't remember. I think we have... Okay, radar 3. We are using radar 3. Good. Okay, let's place it there. And... Probably here as well. We can remove this spot. We can add a radar there. Let's do this. We have radar. We'll have another radar right here. Okay, good. So now we have a couple of radars, or we'll have them really soon. And we will build the thing right here. Yes, this part could also be actually cleared. Let's clear these swarms. And do I want to clear it here anything? I don't think so. Well, maybe we should do something here, but this can wait. This can wait. Let's. I'd like robots to focus on this area first. Okay, good. We don't need this one. We just need this electric pole here, and it should be enough. Let's see. What is happening with these lines? We are producing cretinium. Yes, this thing is working. Everything is working here. We shouldn't really be having issues. Okay, here we have a lot of mineral sludge. Kind of feels like we have excess of it, to be honest. So it's a good thing that we are upgrading crystallizers. This might actually help with the cretinium production. Because this block, it like seems to be working pretty much non-stop. Maybe we don't need to build more, maybe we just need to increase the speed of this one. Right. Let's see, what can we do today while all of this is happening? What can we do? We could fix solder a little bit, but solder is not really a problem anymore. At least I don't think it is. Let's see. Let's actually take a look at this thing. So, what is using cretinium? Or okay, cretinium. Crushed cretinium. What are we using it for? We are using it for copper. Okay. Lead. Oh, interesting. So we're using it for lead. Very interesting. Cretinium chunks. So we're using it for chunks. If we go here, we are using chunks for aluminium. We're using lots of cretinium for aluminium. I see. And we need lots of aluminium, right? We're producing a lot of it. Well, we stopped producing aluminium. But that's a good thing to keep in mind, that we are spending cretinium on aluminium. And this part is working. We are processing a lot of chunks here. Like lots and lots of chunks. I'm a little bit surprised about the speed of this, because this is supposed to give us full belts, but it doesn't seem to be giving us full belts. Do we have like better flotation cells maybe? What happened with flotation cells? So this has speed 0.75, this has speed slightly higher. This has an even better speed. If you take a look at one of the blocks, we don't have this anymore. I don't think we have this. I cleared this at some point and we don't have the block. But I have a feeling that we might want to speed this up a little bit. Or maybe we don't, because we are consuming everything. Maybe just the way that is. For yellow belts, meaning it's like two. Oh, right, it's for yellow belts. That's the problem. It's not for red belts, it's for yellow belts. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's just the way this build works. But we can improve it. Like we can speed this up by just increasing the tier of the buildings that we have here. We are not going to use it though, because we do not want to increase our consumption of Cretinium even further. Okay, now that we are now that we understand that, what should we do? We actually, I think what we should do, I think we should try and landfill the spot. We will be grabbing these things, landfilling this spot, and we'll want to landfill everything kinda in the middle. All of that will be landfilled. It will take some time to finish that, for the bots to finish that, but it will be done at some point, and that's what matters. That's the important part. We'll have all the bots basically going there, and yeah, things will be a little bit slow. Things will be a little bit slow. While that's happening, can we do anything else? Let's think. So it looks like... Oh, right. One thing that I completely forgot. What's the situation with... wait. We don't have gardens? That's probably bad. I don't want to lose all my gardens. I want some gardens to still be there. Okay, how much science do we have? We have like 50 science here. Let's try... Oh, shouldn't have done that. It's okay. Let's try to go for the... We were going for casting machines, right? We were going for this thing. Let's first get oil pricing of the fish, and then we'll move to a better recipe, like to another one. Yeah, I can't really do anything without Cretinium. And it's really surprising because we didn't have any problems anywhere, and then suddenly we started having problems again with Cretinium. And I don't understand what really changed. Oh no, I do understand what changed. We added this thing. We started producing pink science. Started producing lots of pink science actually. And pink science, it goes through circuits. Yeah, okay. I understand what's happening. What happened. We added this part, like this line. It's a lot of aluminium. It's huge amounts of aluminium. And gold wires. And this thing, but the most important part is aluminium. Well, actually all of this are important. All of this metal consumption is important. Because it means that geodes, like these blocks cannot work on Cretinium, and instead they have to, spend the sludge on other things. Okay. How do we fix this problem? I'm not sure how, because I want this to I want to continue producing pink science. Okay, but at least I understand now why we have such shortage of Cretinium. At least I understand why that happened. Let's think. So we'll get oil pricing of fish soon. this will give us ability to do something with our lubricant block. And we'll start exporting lubricant actually. Fermentation base. What is our plan with fermentation base actually? Let's take a look. Fermentation base. We want, well, we can produce ethanol from it. And ethanol will be good for, oh look at that, we can produce liquid resin. Maybe, maybe not. Ethanol is good for production of ethylene, from which we can get polyethylene and plastic. Let's get back to the fermentation base. What exactly are we getting from it? We can either put it in a barrel, we can convert it and get acetic acid, or we can get ethanol. What is the use of acetic acid? Interesting. It's used for plastic. And whatever that thing is, acetic anhydride. It is used for cellulose acetate mixture, which is used for, again, for plastic. I don't like this bioplastic path, so I'm not gonna be using it for that. Good, we solved. Answered the question about how to, like, what to use the thing on. Yeah, okay, it's taken a while. We're just landfilling. Should we just call this episode like landfilling stuff? Because I'm slightly at a loss of what we could do now. Let's go there. Okay, we're already here. Let's try to figure out what's wrong here. We are missing seedling nest, and seedling nest we are missing it because we need more soil. Where are we getting more soil? That's the question. The soil is coming from. It's coming from above, I think. So soil is here, right? Where is it? This one? Is this soil? Yes, this is soil. We actually have lots of it here. We have a lot of soil, we are just not really exporting it. Oh, sorry, not exporting, we are not importing it. Let's speed this up. Let's say we would like... okay, this is fine. This part. I'd like to have 45 soil, well 45. Let's say like 250. And the bots should be able to deliver that. And this one, let's say, we're going for also 250. Sure. Compost. This should speed up this process quite a bit, which should help us with the production of the science. Okay, we have smaller shortage of creatinium now. Now that's really good. The question is, where did it go? Creatinium. So it's basically going to refining. It went. When was that? I'm not sure when exactly was that, but it's going to copper. That's good. It's really good that creatinium is spent on copper. What's happening? Alright, we are losing some robots. We don't want to be losing the robots. So let's fix this problem. Okay, and now we shouldn't be doing that. Should I build like more roboports here? Will this help? I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure whether it's a good idea what I'm doing. So the problem is that we just have too many robots here. They're like trying to do stuff, but we gave them lots of tasks, right? We told them to landfill like a block, which is how much? It's like 6 by 6 chunks, which is 36, and each one is like 1,000 approximately. 36,000 of landfill needs to be placed here. Yeah, that is taking some time. And this thing, I don't think it's really been... Are these things getting produced? 108. What do we need for that? To produce the thing? What are we even producing it? Here, right? Right, it's this one. We are producing those and they are getting picked up. Fast stack inserter. We are chewing through blue chips, and that's the part that I don't really like. Let's say units, processing units. We have 1,000 here, so that's good. It's good that we have some of them here, and we have 3,000 in the box. Okay, so we should have enough processing units to build that part. This resin gas, yeah, it's whatever. It's not really doing anything. Oh, sorry, resin residual gas. It's not really doing anything for us. We don't have circuits, we don't have chips. I think what we should do, we probably would like to remove the usage of copper plate completely from the base. Where are we using it? Copper plate. We have it here for the circuits. We're using it in the science and we're using it in the model. Okay. And this seems to be the only use of copper plate. No, it cannot be. I think we also have to use it for the other science. The idea, if we remove the usage of copper plate and leave only copper coil, we should be able to rely on priorities of LTN to actually prioritize the traffic, because right now the stuff is not getting delivered here because this part requires coils and our builds have priority for like producing the plates. How much coils do we... Alright, and we don't have any coils in the system. And we don't have... No, we do have plates in the system. Oh, look at that, we have plates. Nice. Okay, we can actually we can adjust this a little bit. We can make things a little bit better now. We can. What's happening? Right, we finished the research, the previous research. What we can do, we can lower the threshold for the copper plate. So here we have threshold of 150, which is exactly actually 30,000. So if we lower this, no, if you lower this to 30,000, I don't like it. I don't like it. Well, the good part is that we actually have copper plates. We have lots of copper plates now. The issue is not with copper plates, the issue is with copper coils. We need those. And as soon as we get those going, then the science will ask for copper plates and it will start the chip production. So maybe the right thing to do now is to leave whatever is using, like we saw, whatever is using copper plates, let it continue using copper plates, but we want to switch the really heavy, like not expensive, high throughput places using copper plates, we want to switch those to rely on copper sheet coils. And we have this setup, right? We have this build for... Wait, why do we have two of this? Whatever. Let's go here. This part requires 40 copper plates and 60 copper plates. So one of them requires 40, another requires 60. And this thing requires 25. 40, 60. So if we were to get, right, where do we need how much? Let's see. This part. No, this one. Atomic sensors array requires 60. This one requires 60. And the other ones, femto laser emitter, these ones require 40. That's why we have like two belts here going. Okay, good. So now we just need to produce two belts of copper here. How can we do that? Alright, in order to produce one belt, we need 1.9. So that will be one belt. These two belts will need even more. Interesting, but we should be able to get... So we can get two red belts from just one yellow belt of copper sheet coil. Let's try it and do something about that. So the main issue I see here is that I don't really have that much space to do basically anything unless... okay, let's see. We'll have two of this side by side. We'll have them outputting things and taking as the input the coils. So we need to place this build somewhere here. Wait, not here. It's just one lane, right? Yes, it's one red lane. So we could have one of it could go here. Another one would basically be like right here, mostly. But let's actually do this. Let's move this one. Oh, I lost my build. I lost my build. And the output we want it to be like a fast belt, because the output here will be 30 copper plates, means like exactly 15 plus 15. Good. Now, this thing will fit right here, and for that to happen, we need to have this stuff approximately there. I probably want to... Oh, I cannot cut it yet. I see. We can't really cut it yet because we are not actually processing the copper here. Let's just prepare everything. I just want to get like everything ready, and then once it's ready we can finish the build. Right, like this. We'll basically add the following part. We'll be adding something else. We'll be adding this, like such build. Yep, let's do this. So this one, it will go right here. It means that we need to delete this part. And we can place it. Good. Here. We want to have a similar thing right here. Except wait. We don't actually want to have two of them. We want to have just one. Yep. Like that. And we'll want to have exactly the same thing there. Let's see. Okay. I think we are slowly doing it, right? Like this. Now, this part should kind of become this one. Let's take a look. How did it look? It would... Okay, so there is a tiny problem, but I think we are fixing it, right? There's a tiny problem with these things. We'll just fix that, and we will add a line over there. Right, so now this part is ready to switch, like it can be switched to the coils, this one. This line can be switched to the coils. We could be getting 2 lines of coils actually now. Why don't we do that? Right, let's start requesting coils actually. Do we have enough space here? I think we do, we should be having enough space. Let's start requesting coils in addition to the copper. We will request, let's just like 15,000? No, not 15,000. We're asking for 150 stacks, always. Well, not always, but like in this build. So let's do the same. We will ask for 150 copper sheet coil. 150. With the minus. Did we use minus? Yes, we did. So we are asking for that, and we should get it delivered to us. Hopefully, at some point. Oh, actually, we will not, because we have a shortage of this. They will be delivered at some point again, as I said. Now, this part is generating some amount of wires, not wires, copper plates. We need to have something similar maybe here. How much do we need for this part? This part of the build, this build, requires 25 copper plates. That's basically just one belt, but it's almost full belt. So we need one full belt of copper plates here. That means that we need to fit this build somewhere here. Well, it doesn't seem to be that hard, to be honest. We just bring the things. Right, like this. Just bring it back. Well, we're bringing it from there. Can even pull it one tile higher. We'll have something like this, something along these lines, and we'll bring the output back over there, like that. And then we'll just connect it like this. Simple as that. And we probably want to have like something like this being built there. Okay, let's see. What are we doing now? this will be converting copper, right? Converting copper sheet coils into the plates. Okay, we did that part. We will do, I guess, that part if we copy this thing. Let's copy it. So we fixed these two lines, and we potentially fixed this line. Good, so we fixed like 3 lines of copper. We are still consuming like 40 copper plates here. I don't have a good way of like fixing this particular part of the build, or like quickly fixing it, I guess. But it's not a huge consumption, just 40. Right, so instead of consuming 100, what was it, like 125 of copper plates, we now, per second, we are consuming only like 40 of those. That's pretty good. And if we really wanted to do something here, what is this? Why are we using that? It's a filter inserter. Why do we have stack filter inserter here? I have no idea what's going on here. I'm gonna delete it because it doesn't make sense to me. Oh no, wait, it was a filter. So I need to check the filter. Maybe it was the other thing that we are producing. Right, it's probably this femtolizer array, and we need it for like building something. Okay, I cancelled it. Cancelled, should be fine now. Right. This part is still not working. Our Critinium E usage is going up, actually, it's not that bad, and we are slowly, very slowly building the stuff. Maybe we could speed this up, actually. Let's try to speed up the production of these things. What are we missing? We are missing reinforced concrete brick. Of all things, we are missing that one. How can we speed it up? I think it's built somewhere here. And I feel like our current build is pretty slow. It's regular concrete brick, and we are trying to produce reinforced one. So the problem with the reinforced one seems to be we are not getting enough concrete, and we are getting concrete from here. We don't have enough cement. The cement, we're getting it from this process. Okay, that's have a tiny problem. We actually don't have, we are not outputting. Okay, we are outputting from there. We are inputting in this part. I think it's supposed to be taking stuff from there. It's supposed to work like this, I think. So now we should have slightly more cement, like 1/3 more cement being produced, so it should speed up a little bit the reinforced concrete bricks. However, maybe we should have this running all the time, kind of non-stop. Let's see. We have some amount of the signs being produced. All of this are ready. Well, they're working. Gardens. We have a lot of... well, we don't really have a lot of gardens. We have some amount of gardens. Right. It's not exactly the greatest, but we have a lot of this stuff in the provided chests. This is good. This is really good. That means that we could actually do some other researches. So what do we need for the fish? We want to get this part. Advanced fish oil refining, because this will allow us to get base mineral oil. Right, this one. This requires oil processing of plants, so we are kind of forced to do this research. How about the following? How about we go here and increase this thing from 50 to, okay, maybe not 500, like let's say to 100. Okay, let's do it differently. Say we increase it to 150. This one is gonna work pretty slowly, but it will do the thing. It will do its thing. Let's see. We still don't have Cratinium. We don't have any of the chips. And the chips are gone because of these things, of the coils. Now we do have coils, but the chip production is still not really great. Let's take a look at the following. If you're looking at Cratinium, specifically this, wait, let's make it a little bit more stable. Crushed Cratinium. At what rate are we producing? We are producing like 3000 per minute. That's the speed with which we are producing Cratinium. And if you look at consumption of Cratinium, okay, it's like jumping up and down. We are producing it at 3000 per minute. Constantly. We need to increase this a bit. We have to start producing Cratinium faster. So 2,900. Let's remember this number. We want to push it further up. And the hope is that this change that we just made here will allow us to do that. That's the idea. That is the idea. Right, we have a lot of mineral sludge. Like, it got to be used. We are not using enough of this mineral sludge. The Cratinium is getting produced here, that's good. Oh, now we have even less issues with Cratinium. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I think we just stopped... No. We are still short on copper ore. I don't understand how exactly we ran out of Cratinium. I don't get it. And why we are somewhat recovering from it. Okay, we are not really producing Cratinium here. Now we are producing Cratinium here. But I don't understand what was the trigger that led to these problems. And another copper plant we have, it's here. We have okayish copper, we are using copper 2. We cannot afford to use copper 3 yet, because of like sulfur requirements, at least I don't think we can. Yeah. So as soon as we get plates requested, and we will get them requested here because of higher priority, we'll just lose the coils. What we could do, let's try the following. Let's try to limit coil production here. Not coil production, but plate production here. Let's say that this part will be producing only a little bit of plates, and for the most part it will be about production of the coils. So with that, we should make sure that we have some coils coming to the circuit productions right there. Because we don't want this to stop, like to ever stop. For that we need to have majority of our production to be the coils, and for that we need to have majority of our consumption to also be coils. We switched a huge chunk of production for consumption here, well, almost switched. We can basically say that we switched this part. It's kind of pretty much the same. We'll do it as soon as we get our first sheet delivery. As soon as we get copper coil sheet delivery here, we will switch this process, and it will work really, really well. But until that happens, we kinda have to just wait, I guess. Is there any way to maybe at least switch one? Alright, we can actually do that. We can switch one belt. Right. No, but if you're switching one belt, it will not be that good, right? Do we have space? I'm trying to figure out a way to wait. Don't have a filter. Oh, femto array thingy. This is useful for the labs, and it's useful for the science. Let's go there. Let's adjust the science. I need to set a filter there. So I think we've been missing the filter all this time. Yeah, we want to take femto thingies. This one's femto laser array. Placing it here, we'll have like 50 of those. Good. And we'll basically forget about the spot. I'm trying to figure out how to upgrade copper on these two plates, so that we don't have to take copper plates, and instead we can take copper coils. We don't have coils yet, but that's okay. We do not want to be using plates here though. At least I don't think we do. I don't want to be using plates here. How can we fix that? So this one can be easily upgraded here, like without really any issues. The other line, on the other hand, could we like bring it up, upgrade it here, and oh, actually we can bring both of them up there, I think. Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? So what do we need for that to work? We'll need to place things here. It can go almost till the end, but it's probably better if it goes like from there up and then down. Okay, so it will go from there somewhere here. It will be going down there. Like that. Like that, probably. Here it will be going down. Oh, not like this. That. Some others. And like this. So we'll have one of this fixed here, and another I said will be fixed on basically right here. So we'll have something like this. Taken stuff from here. Here we'll switch that one. It will be giving us the output, and we will be sending it. How can we do that? We'll be sending it over there. Okay. Totally not a spaghetti build. Totally not a spaghetti build. Oh. What am I doing? It's gonna look really interesting, I think. It's gonna be quite interesting. Alright, one other thing. We can actually do it properly from the very beginning, right? We can have a proper connection here, and that will be something like that as the output, and the input will have something like that. Good. And we ran out of copper plates. Let's actually say that we'll be using the other thing all the time. We'll be using the... What is it? What is it? This one. Copper sheet coil. And we want minus 150, I believe. So we'll be using that thing all the time. That's the idea. Now, we can finish switching this to what we actually planned to use from the beginning. We can switch this. Let's use advanced maybe. I can say that this one is actually sheet coil from now on, and it should just work. This one is also sheet coil. Let's just copy this from there. We'll delete this one and we'll copy it. It's also sheet coil. Good. Yeah, like that. Now we don't have power going there, but we'll bring power there. Okay, that's fine. We'll have a connection here. We'll do the same change. We'll make this same change there, like this. And with that, we can say that this line is also sheet coil. And we can also say that this one is also sheet coil. Right. What we are missing? We are missing this thing, but it gotta go up and it will come from above, like that. And with that change, it can also be switched to sheet coil, I think. Oh, no, why are we doing that? No, we don't want that. Okay. We'll take it back. We'll switch this one back. And we'll have to delete this and paste it back. So this should make sure that we still have some consumption of the copper plates, and we really want to consume those in order not to like have them just be like present in this warehouse. So we want the plates to be kind of consumed from here, and we'll have plate consumption happening here. We'll even give priority from the... Well, I'm not going to give priority, it will balance itself out at some point. Let's see. Let's see what we actually have. We are getting this thing. This thing is working. I don't think the speed is exactly how fast we wanted it to be. I'm not sure about that. Let's speed these things up. Because, yeah, let's just do that. We can also speed up the input. Not that we really need to, but, I mean, why not? Why don't we do that? So now this thing should be a little bit faster, just a tiny bit faster than before. And hopefully it will work great. The glass is getting delivered. Yeah, so like this thing is consuming lots of resources. It's consuming lots of resources, and it also wants to get a lot of copper. See? 28,000 copper, we should be able to use it pretty quickly. What's the problem now? Yeah. Right, there are no problems. Just consuming copper, feeding it this block, and everything is working. We should be producing a lot of blue circuits. We still have 27,000. What's happening with Creatinium? We are again short on Creatinium. that's expected. That is expected. What I was thinking about, maybe, just maybe, we should stop. Let's think. Here we have we don't even have a priority for the OR. We don't have it. We should have priority for OR output here. Yes, 10. And it should be higher than priority here, which is default, which is nothing. Let's think. Let's think and try to understand. I'm trying to figure out how, like, is it possible to just fix the issues by rearranging something? And I'm not sure it's actually possible. So we're almost getting metallurgy 4, right? What is that? We don't actually want it. We want the other thing. We want this one. We want stone casting. That's our actual goal. Metallurgy 3 is just... it's kind of nice to have. But we have issues with resources. We need to scale the base, and I don't have prod modules to do that. Because for prod modules, I need to get... what do I actually need for that? I need some byte research. I need basically the stuff, the bio thing. Okay, we have 140 already. How about we maybe finish the fishing build? Or at least get it going to some point. And maybe I should actually change it to like 500. Right, it's here. Say we want 500 of research. That's a good number, I think. And we are not requesting a lot. Well, we are requesting 10. It's kind of... it's a significant amount. So we need to keep an eye on this process so that it doesn't starve anything. We just need to be a little bit careful. Right. Okay. Did the bots... alright, look at that. What happened? The robots actually finished landfilling this area. Let's do something about that. Let's say we want to build this thing here, this thing. Oh, can't be done? No way. Right, let's proceed. We want this stuff there, stuff there. Good. Now all of this will be built, and we should be able to do something with this block. For example, we should be able to build Cratinium production here. What else would we want except Cratinium production, right? We want a lot, like lots and lots of Cratinium. Let's get back to Blue Science. Is this working? I feel like it's working okay-ish. Yes. I like what I see. I really like what I see. This part is not connected yet, but we will, like, it will get connected. It will be fine. We might actually get some lamps here. One lamp. We don't really need these lamps in such quantities, but let's have them. Okay, good. Nice. So, what happened in today's episode? In today's episode, we are basically landfilling this block. That's what we've been doing. We are landfilling this block. It uses a lot of robots, so that we can't really do much else while that's happening. But however, we still managed to switch this blue science production from copper plates to copper sheet coils. We still have like this single inserter, but it's okay. We are not requesting the plates anymore, and we already prepared everything here for the switch, kind of from the plates to the coil production. So it should just work. It's gonna work really, really well. Nice. Platinum is still in the negatives. We still don't have this Cretinium. Basically, yeah. Basically, we are super short on Cretinium. We've been short on it for a while. But hey, that's why we are expanding our ore production, right? Exactly for this purpose. So that we don't have these problems. Okay, let's take a break here. Thanks everyone for watching. This was episode 163. And I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.